YouTube, it's your boy HD back with another haircut tutorial, man. And today we have a kid's haircut. This is my nephew, and I kind of just got free reign to do whatever I wanted to do with this haircut, man, and which is one of the things that I love. So today we're just combing it out, getting all the little naps out of there, and we're gonna do a ball fade with the hard part. Not the hard part, but the little swoop on the hairline, that kind of part. So yeah, let's get right off into it, man. So we're combing the hair out, getting it ready, and we're gonna do a high ball fade. So I'm setting that first guideline pretty high in there, and you guys know I like to start it off with my magic clip, and I like to lever close, create that guide all the way around the head, and then everything under there we're gonna clear out with our Babyliss. And I just wanted to say that we're at 228 subscribers as of right now, guys. I want to let everybody know that I thank and I appreciate them, and I'm trying to give the best content I can at the moment. So yeah, I just want to thank everybody for rocking with me, and hopefully you take something from these videos, whether it be just from the convo or from the haircut itself. So I appreciate you guys, man. Yeah, so now we're going to just keep clearing it out, clearing that space out with our lever close. And then I believe we're going to do a 1.5 on top. Now, I like to use my my detachable clipper to mow through hair like this because it's just so powerful, man. And the way the blade just feeds through the hair is just so smooth, man. Look at that. Look at how it's just taking the hair off of there. Now if I were to use my adjustable clipper, it may have been a little bit tougher to get through the hair, but yeah, if you have that detachable right there, man, it just goes right through it like butter. Especially the number one blade. I've noticed that the number two blade, I really wanted to do a number two, but I knew the number two blade was just going to be so tough to get through the hair, man. He hadn't had a haircut in a while, and he had a lot of naps in there, and I didn't really want to hurt him like that. So we're just going to do the 1.5, mow it down real even like, and yeah, man, that's what we're going to do right here. Keep it going. Yep. Kids' haircuts, man, I know they can be kind of tough because a lot of kids move, a lot of kids complain, or they keep moving to the point where the cape is coming off, or they rub their face with the cape and then they get hair all on their face. It's just, man, they move so much that it's kind of tough to do a perfect haircut on them. So you kind of just gotta move quick. That's what I do. I try to, when I'm cutting kids' hair, I don't have time to be trying to, make sure everything is perfect. Just get it in there first and then detail at the end if they let you. You know what I'm saying? I know a lot of parents have crazy expectations on kids' haircuts, but sometimes you got to remember that when you have a smaller head, it's less room for error. And then not only that, the target is moving. So you have less room for error, and then the target is moving also. So it can be kind of tough to do kids' haircuts, man. But I don't know, you just got to have a little patience, and you got to move really quick. So here we are. We have our Babyliss trimmer, and we're just clearing the bottom off. And I like to go super close to the line, the dark part of the hair, but not all the way up to it, just so you don't create a chili bowl effect. So that's the reason I like to do my adjustable first, so I don't have to take any bottom lines out. Bend the ear over, get all the hair behind the ears, and we're just clearing it out. Also, guys, if you watch any of my other videos, you already know I never do both sides of the head for the video purpose. I kind of don't show that part because it's literally the same thing. It may be a different hair pattern on the other side, so you got to be wary of that. One thing you do on one side, you may have to work a little harder on the other side, but for the most part, everything I do on this side of the head is what I do on the other side of the head. Alright, I'm just taking my Dyson blow dryer and I'm just blowing the hair off the cape. You see, he looked like, man, that was powerful. What was that? That Dyson blow dryer is amazing, guys. I don't know. That's one of my favorite pieces that I use, man. That Dyson blow dryer. If that ever breaks on me, I'm buying another one. I don't care how much it costs. I may do a review video on that as well. So Comes in handy with styling hair and a lot of different things, man. But here we got the lever open, and we're just going up about a ½ inch or so, and then we close the lever halfway, then we close the lever all the way, and we just, blur it out that way. Lever play, just to get to where you need to be, just to blur all of that out. Use your brush to knock off all the loose hair and to see how your fade is turning out. As I said before, what you see me doing on this side, I'm going to do on the other side. It just won't be in the video, guys. But yeah, trust that it's exactly the same thing. So after this, after we blur that out, we're gonna grab our one guard because I like to fade up. So one guard closed, and from there we do our half guard right under that. Man, I love these magic clips. They're like my favorite clipper. If I had to pick one clipper for the rest of my life, I believe it would be the magic clip. It's just that fade blade. It's just so buttery. The motor is powerful, but not super powerful. Sometimes I don't want my motor super powerful. I like to feather my fades in. So if the motor is too powerful, it might cut too much. You know what I'm saying? So the motor on the magic clip is just perfect, man. And dang, it's just it's not too big, it's not too heavy, it's not too small. It's just right, man. And maybe because I've been using this the whole time I've been cutting hair. Actually, no, my first clipper ever was a fast feed. The second clipper was a master. Third was this magic clip, man. I've been using this magic clip over all of those clippers. So it was my off day today, guys. A client had came in through the door because there's another barber in here, but he wanted to get cut by me. I had to turn him down gently. I felt bad, man, but I'm booked for the week, so I told him I could get him next week. So he's like, yeah, nah. Well, I don't blame him, man. If somebody told me that, I would have walked away too. But yeah, man, right now I'm very, very busy. I'm a busy man right now, and I appreciate all of my clients for rocking with me. And I just want to share some of my information back so you guys can get it to that point as well, man. So yeah, right there we got the half guard we put under the one closed, and now we have the 1.5 guard here closed. And can you guess what's going to be right under that? It's going to be the one guard. So like I said, I like to fade up. It's just the quickest for me. You just got to be wary of how big or how small you're putting those guidelines. That's really the only thing when you're fading up. All right, 1.5. Now we're taking that one guard and we're just, blending everything under that 1.5 that we put there. So we're just attacking the dark spots, so lever play up and down, and you can kind of see the fade is dang near already in there, man. That's crazy how it happens that fast. We're only 8 minutes into the video. And mind you, I'm going all the way around the head too, so you're just not seeing the other side. I'm going with the grain now just to get some of the hairs that are sticking up, and you can kind of see that fade already kind of like coming in there, man. It's just towards the top a little bit. It's a little dark, and that's where we hit it with the 2 and bring the 1.5 right under that, and that should complete the fade, man. Be on to the lining. So as I said before, this is the 2 close. At least it should be. Yep, that's the 2 close. And then right under that, we're going to bring the 1.5 lever play. So pretty simple stuff here, guys. I'm trying to make these steps as easy as possible. In every video, I'm trying to keep it consistent so you can kind of just learn how I'm doing this, man. I'm literally doing this every haircut. It's just certain things you may have to do differently. But the more you cut hair, you'll learn, like, okay, I do this, I don't do this. And hair textures, they really matter, man. So yeah, I'm brushing the hair. I'm seeing how it lays. I'm seeing what it looks like. Dark spots, light spots. And, we're just going with the flow here. So that was the 2. So now we're bringing that 1.5 lever open first, lever midway, and then lever close. All right. So now that we got the fade in there, it's nice and blurry. We're taking some hot lather here and we're just putting it on the hair as well as the hairline in the front, because I'm going to be doing that part in the top. So I want to clear the skin out with the lather for that, and I want to do the hairline. So I'll put the lather there as well. Then we grab a nice and hot towel. He's looking in the mirror like, what is this he just put on me? What the? So yeah, now I'm going to switch the camera view up so you can see the front, because that's mainly all we have left now is just the front. So grabbing the hot towel, and we're just, letting that lather just do what it's supposed to do. So all right, now we got our 1.5 detachable again, and I'm just going over the hairline again just to make sure that I got everything before I start this line up. All right, then we got some holding spray there. Nice holding spray, and you just put it all in there and then hit it with the cold shot with the Dyson blow dryer, and it shouldn't take long for it to crisp up. And hit it with the cold shot and should be good to go, man. Ready to line up. I see on the left side we got a little bit more fading to do, but let's just get the lining in there first and then we'll hit that after. So we're hitting the vertical bar there. I like to do that first on both sides, and then it kind of just shows you where the front line should be if you do those both correctly. Now he has one of those type of hairlines where he has a bunch of extra hair on his forehead, so I like to put my vertical bar right there. It kind of makes sense. If you were to put it, some people might say, oh, he's pushing him back. No, I'm not pushing him back. If I were to put the vertical bars where his hair starts right there, bro, the line in the front would be probably like 3 inches long, bro. It would be ridiculous looking. So we're putting it right there where, as long as you're not pushing back the top part, the front of the hairline, that's what really matters. So yeah, high vis, we're going in. You see that line is crispy already, man, on that side. And you just bring it over to connect to the other vertical bar that we created. Now, it's kind of hard doing this and recording at the same time because the camera is where I would normally be standing. I'm off to the side a little bit, so it's kind of hard to get that line in there for you guys. But, we'll ultimately get it in. So clearing all the extra hair off his forehead there. And yeah, man, it's just a little patience. Take your time, breathe, and just look at the lining in the mirror as you line them up. So use your brush as well to see if you got any hairs that will hang over, and your liner will last a lot longer if you get those hairs. So tap and go, tap and go. I'm not pressing really hard. These liners are actually zero gap, but they're kid friendly still. So I think these are the best liners on the market, bro. They're not too sharp, but they get the job done. All right, you just tap and go, man. You don't want to be digging too hard into there. If anything, start off. You see how it's a little slanted, so now I'm coming to this side. And, you just got to look at it from all angles, man. Oh, right here, I believe there was a lot of hair that wasn't blended correctly on the hairline. So we're just attacking it with our 1.5. Same on the other side, just attacking it with the 1.5. right there in the back. Then we'll come back to the hairline and finish it off. All right, so now we're putting our hairline swoop in the part in there. We're calling it the swoop, but yeah, that's literally what it is, man. So, we're just hitting it, tapping it. The holding spray is in there, so the hair is not really running from me as I hit it. Yeah, man. I'll just let you guys watch. Sorry, my arm is kind of in the way, but yeah, for the most part, you can kind of see it right there. All right, so now we're just gonna enhance it a little bit. So I got my air compressor there, and I have some enhancement in there, some color enhancement. This is actually the black, and he has kind of like brownish black hair, so I try not to go too heavy because you don't want the two colors to not match. So you're just going really lightly there, just spray it, and this stuff should last you until you wash it out. That's why I love this one. So you have to literally scrub it out. So it's my favorite enhancement. All right, and now we're doing the vertical bar on the other side, and then we're gonna do a little bit more on the top. He has like light spots on his hairline, so we're just filling those in, making them all dark, all consistent. And look at that, man, it's already looking crispy. That's crazy. Throw a little holding spray on there to make it stick even longer. He's like, whoa, okay. You see him raise his eyebrows. Now we're just going in and we're hitting everything again after the enhancement is in there. And that's just hot. Look at how crispy that's looking, man. This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. 19 minutes in, man, we already got a whole new kid in the chair. Look at that, crispy. And I like to look at designs as just two lines. You see the line I'm hitting right there? And then the other line when I flip the clipper the other way, if that makes sense. But if you get to doing both of those, it just looks so crisp, man. Boom. I'm hitting the line up again. All right, now you guys can already see, man, this thing is looking ridiculous. Ridiculous. Oh my God. This is so clean. Now we're just tapping it, tapping it. You see, I like to spend the majority of my time on the lineup because the lineup, for most people, that's what they see first, that lineup right there, man. Then you just go in and hit the fade as well, man, and that's just chef's kiss right there. Now we're hitting them with the razor. I wouldn't suggest doing the razor on every kid because a lot of them move way too much, but this is my nephew. He's a really good kid. He's like sitting like a rock for me. So that's part of the reason I was able to pull this whole haircut off the way I pulled it off. He's just chilling, bro. So if you notice the kid is just moving way too much, kicking and twisting his head and doing all that, don't dare put a razor to that kid's head, man. It'll just end up drastic. You don't want to do that. So I had him lean his head back into my chest, and then I'm just doing the razor on the front part there. Clean, man. That razor just brings everything to the skin, everything to that line, and it just looks so crispy. Make sure you're pulling the skin really tight. And then I like to bring the clipper right back out and just go over that one more time. And that's the beauty of these clippers, man. If I were to keep hitting someone's lining this many times with the zero gap clipper, man, they would probably be cut. But this is the end of the cut, and it looks crispy, man. It's your boy HD. I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.